Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to draft and cut a bustier blouse with a yoke, as you can see, both the back and front. So this is how well it is standing. You can see how beautiful this is looking. So this is the back part. So this is going to be the drafting and cut tutorial video. Then on my next video, I'll be showing you guys how to pad it. If this is something you're interested in, then keep up watching and don't forget to like this video, comment on it. This really helped my algorithm a lot. So let us dive into the video. These are the materials I'm going to be using for the making of the dress. So this particular material is called African print, which is also known as Ankara. So I have about 6 yards here. I'm going to be making use of, let's say, 1 yard or half yard. Then I also have this black material here. It is called crepe, and I have about 3 yards of black crepe over here. I'm going to be using about half yard or quarter yard for the making of the yoke. So these are the two materials I'm going to be using. The first thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and mark a straight line across my pattern paper, which is going to be serving as the starting line or the shoulder line. Okay, so after marking it, I will place my tape on this line I just marked. Then I'll go ahead and mark my bust point, which is 11 inches. From my shoulder to my bust point is 11. Still placing the tape on the shoulder line, I will mark my under bust, which is 14 inches. Then my half length, 16 inches. My front half length is 16 inches. Then I'll go ahead and mark it on this side as well. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and connect all the points together using my straight ruler. After connecting the points, I'll go ahead and label the lines. So this one is the bust point line, the under bust line, and the waist line. Okay. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and mark the chest line. To mark the chest line, go ahead and take your round armhole measurement. I'm going to be leaving a picture on the screen on how to take your round armhole measurement. Once you are done taking the measurement, go ahead and divide it by 2. So for me, my round armhole measurement is 19 inches. 19 divided by 2 is 9.5 inches. So I'm going to be placing my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 9.5 inches downward. So once I'm done marking it here, I will also bring my tape to the front. I will also mark it 9.5 inches. After marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. After connecting the points together, I'll go ahead and label it chest line. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the wideness of the neckline. I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark 3 inches for the wideness of the neckline. Then for the depth, I will mark 4 inches. Okay. For this dress, I'm going to be making use of round neckline. So if you want to make use of square neckline or V neckline, you can go ahead and make use of it. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and connect the points together using my French curve. Then I'll place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I'll place my tip on that point where I just mark. I will come down by 1 inch for shoulder slope. So after marking it, I'll go ahead and connect it onto the neckline like this. Then after connecting it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to place my tape on the chest line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect a straight line onto the shoulder line, okay, like this. So after connecting it, I will place my tape on this line where I just marked. I'll go ahead and fold my tape into 2 just to get the midpoint. Then I'll go ahead and mark it. After marking it, I will place my tape on that point. I will mark half inch inward like this. Then I will come to the chest line. I will divide my bust measurement by 4. So my bust is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10. I'll go ahead and mark 10 inches on the chest line. Then I'll go ahead and connect the 3 points together using my French curve like this. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and mark my nipple to nipple measurement. So I will place my tape on the chest line, okay, on the chest line like this. I will divide my nipple to nipple measurement by 2. I will mark it. So I'm going to be leaving a picture on the screen on how to take your nipple to nipple measurement. Then I will come to the waistline. I will also mark it on the waistline. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together. Then I'll place my tape on the shoulder like this. I will fold my tape into 2 just to get the midpoint. I will fold it like this. Then I will mark the midpoint like this. After marking it, I'll go ahead and place my ruler like this and mark a slant line from the shoulder to the chest line. I'll just connect the points together. So after connecting it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take my dart. So I will place my tape on the under bust line. This is the under bust line. I will take my tape to the center front. I will mark 3/4 inches to the center front like this. If your bust is not too big, go ahead and mark 1/2 inch. If your bust is really big, go ahead and mark 1 inch. If your bust is just normal, like normal size, mark 3/4 inches. I will come to the waistline. I will also mark that same 3/4 inch. Then I will place my tape at the side front like this. I will mark 1.5 inch. Then I will come to the down. I will also mark 1.5 inch. Then I'll place my tape on the chest line. I will come down by 1 inch like this. Then I'll go ahead and connect a curve line from that 1 inch I came down by to the under bust line like this, to this 3/4 inch I mark. Then I also go ahead and connect this other side like this, okay? Then I will also go ahead and connect from the under bust to the waistline. I will also connect this part. After connecting it, I will go ahead and blend this sharp edge just to remove this sharpness around this curved part. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to extend the line to the chest line like this. I will just extend it to the chest line. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and mark out the sweetheart neckline so that I can separate the yoke from the body, okay? I will place my tape on the chest line like this. I will mark 0.75 inches downward, which is also known as 3/4 inches. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark a curve line from this 0.75 inches I mark to this point here, okay? This chest line around the armhole area. So I'll just go ahead and place my French curve properly like this. Then I'll go ahead and curve it, but I'm going to be using my marker so that it will be visible. So I'll go ahead and label this upper part as the front yoke. Okay, that is going to be the yoke for the front. After I am done marking the sweetheart neckline, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark the overbust tightening for the front. To do that, I will place my tape on the armpits line, which is this slant line here, okay, that leads to the shoulder. I will place my tape on it. I will mark 0.75 inches to the center front. Then I will also place the tape on that same line. I will mark 0.75 inches to the side front, okay? If your bust is very small, go ahead and make use of 0.5 inches on both sides. Then if your bust is very big, go ahead and make use of 1 inch on both sides. So I will go ahead and connect the point to the bust point line like this. Just watch out what I'm doing. So after I am done connecting it, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to mark out this part because I'm going to be cutting it out, okay? I will place my tape on the waistline. I will add 1/2 inch for joining allowance, okay? I will also mark it on this side. You can also go ahead and add 1 inch if you want to. Then I will go ahead and connect the points together like this. Then I will extend the armpits line. I will also go ahead and extend the dart leg like this on both sides. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to add all my horizontal measurements. To do that, I will go ahead and mark my bust point, which I already marked before. So I will place my tape on this dart I took here. I will go ahead and replace it like this. Then I will place my tape on the under bust line. I will divide my under bust measurement by 4. I will mark it. I will also measure the dart I took. I will replace it. Then I will also go ahead and divide my waist measurement by 4. I will mark it on the waistline. I will also go ahead and measure the dart I took. I will replace it as well. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead and connect the points together using my French curve like this. Can you see how I am placing my French curve? So I'll just go ahead and connect it. The next thing I'm going to be doing now is to add my joining or sewing allowance. I will place my tape on the chest line. I will add 1.5 inches, under bust 1.5 inches, then the waistline 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and use my marker to connect the points together. I'll also go ahead and extend the chest line like this to the new line. Then I'll also go ahead and make the waistline or the hemline more visible by marking it like this. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and cut it out just like as you can see me doing. So guys, in case you have been watching this video and you have not liked, please use this opportunity to like this video and also comment your favorite emoji, or if you have any question you can go ahead and ask. Don't also forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of cutting and sewing tutorials over here. Share this video with your friends and your loved ones. Okay. Thank you. So after I was done cutting it, this is how it look like. I'll just go ahead and label this one center front and side front. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing is to draft the back part of this bustier. So first of all, I'll go ahead and mark a straight line across my pattern paper just like as I did for the front. Then I'll go ahead and mark 1.5 inches inward like this. This is going to be serving as the zipper allowance. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together. I'll just label it zipper allowance. Then I'll place my tape on this zipper allowance line I just marked. I will mark the wideness of the neckline, which is 3 inches. Then the depth, I will mark 1.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. Then I'll place my tape on the shoulder. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches like this. I will place my tape on that point. I will mark 1 inch downward for shoulder slope. Then I'll go ahead and connect it to the neckline like this. After connecting it together, I will place my tape on the shoulder line. I will mark half of my round armhole measurement, which is 9.5 inches. That is going to be serving as my chest line. Then I'll also go ahead and mark my half length, which is 60 inches. I'm using the front half length for the back because I'm not going to be adding side that to the front. So once I'm done marking it, I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. I will place my tape on the chest line. I will mark half of my shoulder measurement, which is 8 inches. Then I also go ahead and connect it to the shoulder like this. Then I will place my tape on the chest line. I will divide my bust by 4, which is 10 inches. I will mark it there. Then I will place my tape on the armhole line. I will divide it by 2. So I will go ahead and mark a straight line from the shoulder slope to that point where I marked. Then I'll place my French curve, the curve part like this, and I'll connect it to the chest line like this, okay? Then I'll place my tape on the chest line. I will mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. I will mark it. Then I also mark it on the waistline like this. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together like this. This line is also called the apex line. Then I'll place my tape on the waistline. I will take the darts on both sides. So I'm going to be marking half inch to the side back and half inch to the center back like this. Okay, then I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the chest line to the darts I just took. Then I will add half inch for joining allowance, just like as I did for the front, so that the length will be equal. So I'll go ahead and connect it like this. I will extend the dart leg just like as I did for the front. So I will extend this one here. Then I'll place my tape on the waistline. I will divide my waist measurement by 4. I will mark it. After marking it, I will measure the dart I took. I will replace it, okay? So after replacing it, I will go ahead to connect the points together. So I will go ahead and add my joining allowance, which is 1.5 inches on the chest line and also on the waistline. I will go ahead and connect the points together, but this is how I am going to be placing my French curve, just like as I did for the front, because I want the side of the front and the back to be the same. Then I'll go ahead and extend the chest line to the new line. Then I'll make the hemline more visible like this. I will mark out this part. I'm going to be sewing this part or cutting it out, okay? So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is to go ahead and mark the yoke for the back. I will place my tape on this chest line. I will mark 3 inches inward. So if you want to make use of the yoke like that, just go ahead and cut it out and use it like that. But for me, I want the yoke for the back to have a design. That is why I want to give it the design I want. So I will mark 3 inches on the chest line. Then on the neckline, I will place my tape on it. I will come down by half inch, half inch. Then I'll go ahead and place my French curve on it like this and mark a curve shape. Okay, like this, like a U type of something. Okay, I hope you guys understand. Then I'll go ahead and label it back yoke. This is going to be the yoke for the back. The next thing I'm going to be doing is to work on the waistline of the back to remove the zip bulge, okay? So first of all, I will go ahead and extend the line to the zipper allowance like this. I will place my tape on this waistline. I will mark 0.75 inches to the front like this. Then I'll go ahead and mark a slant line from the shoulder like this to that 0.75 inches I mark. This is to remove zip bulge. Then I'll go ahead and extend the line like this again. So I'll go ahead and make the chest line more visible by using my marker. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to go ahead and cut it out. Please pay attention and see the part I am cutting out so that you don't go and cut out the part you are not supposed to cut out. Please pay attention. After I am done cutting it out, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to close the dart for the back. So I'll just go ahead and use this side to cover the other side. I don't want to sew that for the back, and also I don't want to cut it. After folding it, I'll go ahead and use my pin to pin it down. Now, if you have a masking tape or a seal tape, go ahead and use it to seal it down, okay? So I will go ahead and iron cloth stain on my Ankara fabric. So I am ironing it on the wrong side, which is the back side of the fabric, okay? So go ahead and iron cloth stain on it. So I'll go ahead and cut out the excess. After cutting it out, I will go ahead and fold it into two like this. I'm going to iron it down like this. Then I will place the back part of the pattern paper on it. I will cut it out. At the top, I will add ½ inch for joining allowance, while at the down I will not add any joining allowance because I've added before. Then I'll also go ahead and fold it into two and cut out the center front of the front part. Fold your fabric into two, then make sure the straight part is on the closed part and cut it out. This is it. I've gone ahead to cut out everything. On my next video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to sew it. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel in case you've not subscribed. Like this video, comment on it. If you have any question, go ahead and ask. See you on my next video. Bye.